So last night, for the first time, Izzy and I stayed in a treehouse in the jungle, and what an experience it was.
We've checked out of our hostel at Semuc Champey, but we're not leaving the Guatemalan jungle just yet. We are staying in a treehouse tonight. This is something that I've been looking forward to for basically the entire Guatemalan trip. Not only because it's a call back to nature, but also because we're going to be completely off the grid. Sounds like an amazing experience, but there's just one problem. To get there, we have to walk. It's not very far, but it is really hot and we have our big bags with us, so I guess we better get going.
So with these bags, because we are able to wheel them, we do try to wheel them whenever possible rather than carrying them. But as you can see, this is the road that we were talking about, which is not suitable for wheelie bags.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Izzy.
Izzy, Dale, nice to meet you.
Dione?
Dale.
Dale.
See.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Hi again, Paulina. Our lovely host Brian has just shown us to our treehouse. Now, Izzy was the one who booked this place and I haven't seen any pictures of it up till this point, so I'm seeing it for the first time just like you. And it is so much cooler than I anticipated. The balcony where I'm standing right now is personally my favourite part, but before I show you the outside, let me show you the inside. So first of all, we leave our shoes at the door because we don't want any jungle inside. On both sides of the cabin are these beautiful windows that allow us to see straight out into the jungle, but keep any unwanted guests outside. The bed is incredibly comfortable and definitely big enough for the both of us. I love how much thought has gone into the furniture here, like the handmade curtains, as well as these super quirky lamps, which are shaped like pineapples because Brian tells us they have 545 pineapples on the reserve. Directly behind the bed is the bathroom, which is way bigger than I expected. Camera up here.
Why are you standing on that thing?
It makes me look taller. So just like any other bathroom, we have a toilet and a sink, but then we have a rainfall shower, which Izzy tells me actually has hot water because of the solar panels that they've recently installed.
We haven't had hot water since we left Guatemala City, so I am really looking forward to this shower and to washing my hair. It's been about a week now.
Whilst you're showering, you get immersive views of the jungle through the window and the ceiling, which really makes you feel like you're showering in nature, just without all the scorpions and venomous snakes that you'd get if you actually showered in this jungle. Now I'm going to take you outside and show you the best bit. You can leap straight out of bed onto your very own balcony, right in the heart of the jungle. You can even open this whole wall up so that you can just lay in bed and get views of the trees on all three sides.
The reason that this property is so immersed in the jungle compared to other properties near Semuc Champey is because they don't allow any logging on site. This doesn't just mean that you get beautiful trees and wildlife all around you, it's also great for the environment. Brian and his wife Sylvia are aiming to keep their bit of the jungle in its natural state, and they've planted 3,000 trees so far. They're aiming to plant another 17,000 over the next few years. This will really invite all of the tropical wildlife to make this place their home. Speaking of tropical birds, apparently parrots roost just outside of our balcony around this time of the afternoon, so we're going to grab a coffee and watch them. Okay. That's for you, I think.
Thank you very much. That was really hot. Take it back, take it back.
Yeah, I did. I did wonder why.
That really hurt.
I did wonder why you grabbed it like that. Let me put it down.
Chin chin. So no parrots just yet, but what we're going to do now is take a walk around the reserve because our host Brian has offered to give us a tour. Sit. Or stretch. Either or, up to you. Oh, cool.
Need one,
Oh.
huh?
Do you want
Yeah? Yeah, I'll take one.
I'm the shortest, I'll take the short one.
Oh boy, that's beautiful. So let's do a smell test.
Oh, we're doing a smell test.
And then tell me what you think it is.
Probably not going to be very good at this, but we'll give it a go.
I'll give you a hint when you give up.
Okay.
Definitely an Italian soups. Not soups, an Italian
Is it
cuisine.
thyme?
No.
Is it rosemary? Oh no, it's not, because it's not thick enough for rosemary, is it? My dad's Italian and he would be ashamed of me.
I was going to say, you got to get this.
Coriander's not an Italian.
Begins with a B.
A B? What herbs begin with B? Basil. Oh, it's basil, really?
Wild basil.
Can't believe I didn't get that.
I'm going to tell you, Dad.
Yeah, well, to be fair, my mum is the one who knows all about plants, so she'll be ashamed of me as well. We saw a toucan in the trees, but it got away before we could film it. Hopefully there'll be loads more though, because they leave so much of this fruit out to encourage the parrots, the toucans and the other tropical birds to come and feed. Just depends how quiet we are as well. One of the many plants they have on this property is cardamom. So these are the cardamom plants, and these big pods here actually only contain a very tiny amount of cardamom, and the cardamom is so expensive that they say in Guatemala it's actually worth more than gold. The reason it's so expensive is because many countries like India, Saudi Arabia, etc., where cardamom is very popular, will pay a lot of money for it. And it's a lot of work to get a tiny bit of cardamom out of the pod. These are the pineapples we mentioned earlier. They're just babies now, and there is only one pineapple per plant, so you can imagine how many plants there are. In fact, about 540, like we said earlier.
So inside here are all pineapple. Now, they're not supposed to be like this. They're supposed to be wide open. Since we've been here, we've only had eaten 4 or 5 ourselves because they all got stolen.
So why do people steal the pineapples in particular? Are they quite valuable?
No, they just sell them in the park to the tourists.
Okay.
And Sylvia and I one day were in the park when we first bought the land, and we had tried the pineapple a few times, and it was the best we ever had. And then we went to the park, and we were with the previous owner, and we ate some pineapple. And I said, Sylvia, I said, this is just as good as ours. And the guy asked Sylvia what I said. He only speaks Spanish and Kekchi. And Sylvia said, oh, it's almost as good as ours. He says, it is yours.
Oh, he told you.
Yeah, so we bought our own pineapple.
So not everything in the jungle is edible or pretty. These plants have massive spikes on them, and apparently the locals will cut them down, but their policy here is to not cut anything on the property. So not only do they leave these plants, they also left all of the trees and built the buildings around them, which is pretty cool and must have been very difficult to do, right?
Huh?
Must have been very difficult to cut round.
Yes, extremely.
Just before the light fades, we're heading up a little bit further to get an incredible view of the valley.
So we've just got back from our tour around the reserve with Brian, and the one thing that really surprised me in the best way possible was how incredibly enthusiastic he was about everything that he and Sylvia are trying to do here. Not just in terms of the nature conservation, but also with the wildlife as well. There's actually a dog here who he and Sylvia have adopted and been tending for over the last 3 months, who, as we can see, has made an incredible recovery. It really is super refreshing to meet someone like Brian and Sylvia and Paulina, who also works here. Just how much they really care about the world that they're living in and leaving it in the best way possible and the way they found it. It really kind of, I feel like I'm speaking for both Izzy and I here, but it really opens our eyes to what's important and the kind of work that a lot of us should be doing. Also, Brian is one of the best storytellers I've ever met in my life. We can't put all of the stuff in the vlog about the stories he told us because this would turn into 3 hours long, but he entertained us the whole way around, and now we have definitely worked up an appetite, and Paulina, who works here like we said, is also a chef, or used to be a chef, and she's going to cook us a dinner, which we're very much looking forward to. Oh, that's the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life.
Ah, I'm so glad it's on the outside, not the inside. You scared it away though.
No, it's there. Oh, that's so scary.
We are keeping all of the doors and windows shut and locked from now on.
Yes. Is that in case of the spider?
Yeah.
You're going first. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! No, lock the door, lock the door! As you can probably tell, spiders are not mine or Izzy's favourite animal.
Oh, this soup looks familiar. Maybe we tried this in Poland about 8 months ago. You may have noticed that the lights have suddenly gone off. That's because they only like to run the generator for about half an hour every day because of the noise. So we're eating by candlelight, which is very nice. And I recognise this soup.
Can you pronounce the name?
I can't remember.
Barszcz.
Barszcz. Oh, I tell you what though, this one is so much better than the version that we tried in Poland. Sorry Polish people, Paulina, who is Polish by the way, knows how to make the soup very well.
So like just like this. Yeah, I give it a beautiful sauce.
So for the main course we've got barbecue chicken, vegetable salad, and then very well seasoned potatoes. And the barbecue sauce is so good.
The night is descending into chaos.
This is chaos. There's a giant beetle that fell down from the ceiling. We've all been sat here with placemats on our heads so it doesn't fall in our hair. And it's on her top. It's on her top. It's like this big. Why me?
Good morning. So last night, for the first time, Izzy and I stayed in a treehouse in the jungle, and what an experience it was. To be perfectly honest, getting used to the sounds of the jungle at night took a little bit. That was close. Okay, so balancing the camera on the side of the porch didn't really go as planned, so I'm just going to hold it. As I was saying, it did take a little bit of getting used to the sounds of the jungle last night, but once we did, it was magical. What we need to do now though is get some breakfast. There's the keys as well.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you guys so much.
Have a very nice trip.
Will do. Thank you guys.
Bye-bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Have a safe trip. Thank you.
Also, thank you so much, Brian. Amazing.
Have a safe trip, my
Yeah.
friend. Keep
Thank
in
you.
touch.
Bye.
Bye.
So our breakfast and our goodbyes were both a little bit rushed because we need to get a bus to Flores today. But seriously, that experience staying in the tree house with Brian, Sylvia and Paulina was absolutely incredible.
It was great, wasn't it? We were in two minds about doing it. If this comes across as sponsored, it wasn't. We booked it, we paid for it. We just really loved the experience, didn't we?
Yeah, and honestly, massive thank you to Brian, Sylvia and Paulina. Thank you guys so much, and we will be back.
Yeah, we really want to come back and see how the property develops over the next couple of years. So yeah, we're going to stay in touch.
But for now, like we said, we have to get a bus to Flores. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe.
And we'll see you in about 3 minutes when we start the next vlog. We've just chucked.
Chuck you out in a minute. It's quite funny from this angle, you just look like a bag with legs.
I feel like a bag with legs, if I'm honest. We haven't had hot water since we left. Wate, wate, wate.
Wate, wate, wate.
Wate, wate, wate. Wate, wate, wate. Wate, wate, wate. Vámonos.
Where's Timon, guys? Is he looking for grubs?
Oink oink.
When I was a young warthog.
You went, we haven't had hot water since Guatemala City.
Wate, wate, wate.
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 Guatemala City. Okay.
I sound like the dad from Spy Kids.
What, Antonio Banderas? That makes me machete.
Is he Zorro?
He is Zorro, yeah.
Do your best Zorro. Oh.
What's that?
He's French.
He's not a French waiter.
I was doing
Can I have the escargot, please? Oh.
I was doing the cat from Shrek.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, no, isn't that played by
That is Antonio Banderas.
Yeah,
That's the
he
whole
plays
joke.
him.
Yeah.
But he actually plays the cat, right?
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh. He plays the cat as Zorro.
Yeah, the cat basically is acting as Zorro and is played by Antonio Banderas,
So-
who played Zorro.
He plays Antonio Banderas.
No, Antonio Banderas is the actor.
Yeah, Antonio Banderas plays Zorro, plays Puss in Boots, playing Zorro, playing Antonio Banderas.
Welcome to Izzy and Dale's History of Cinema.